Great Turkish War, the war which changed the balance of Europe. In this journey, we will see about this massive war. Background before the war. In the late 17th century, following Bohdan Khmelnytsky's rebellion, the Tsardom of Russia acquired territories from the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Some Cossacks, led by Petro Doroshenko, remained in the southeastern part of the Commonwealth and sought protection from the Ottoman Empire. In 1667, Doroshenko attacked Polish commander John Sobieski. Taking advantage of internal conflicts within the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, Sultan Mehmed IV launched an attack in 1672 on Kamenets-Podolski, a major city on the border. Despite resistance, the Poles were eventually forced to surrender and sign the Treaty of Buchach, ceding Kamenets and Podolia to the Ottomans. However, upon learning of the defeat, the Polish Sejm refused to pay tribute and rallied under Sobieski's leadership. They achieved victory at the Battle of Vienna in 1673, and Sobieski was later elected King of Poland. Despite Sobieski's efforts to defeat the Ottomans over the next 4 years, the war continued with no clear success for either side. Eventually, the conflict concluded with the Treaty of Zrano in 1676, in which the Turks retained control over Kamenets-Podilski. This Ottoman attack also triggered the start of the Russo-Turkish Wars in 1676. The beginning of the war and the massive Battle of Vienna. The Ottoman Empire had long sought to capture Vienna due to its strategic importance in controlling trade routes. In preparation for the siege, extensive logistical efforts were made, including repairing roads and bridges and forwarding resources. The siege of Sigetvar in 1566 halted an earlier Ottoman advance towards Vienna, and the city remained unthreatened until 1683. Political tensions were also high, with the Ottomans supporting Hungarian rebels against Habsburg rule, including promising Vienna to them. Despite a 20-year peace, tensions remained high between the Holy Roman Empire and the Ottoman Empire. In 1681 and 1682, tensions escalated between Imre Thököly's forces and the Holy Roman Empire, leading to clashes in northern Hungary. Grand Vizier Kara Mustafa Pasha persuaded Sultan Mehmed IV to authorize the movement of the Ottoman army towards Győr and Komárom castles. The Ottoman army mobilized on January 21, 1682, with war declared on August 6, 1682. A strategic delay occurred, with the Ottoman invasion postponed to avoid launching it in August or September 1682 due to winter approaching Vienna. This delay allowed Vienna time to prepare defenses and form alliances with Poland, Venice, and the Pope. The Treaty of Warsaw in 1683 solidified the defensive alliance between the Holy Roman Empire and Poland, promising mutual support against Ottoman aggression. On March 31st, Grand Vizier Kara Mustafa Pasha declared war on behalf of Mehmed IV, and Ottoman troops began their forward march from Edirne towards Vienna. By May, Ottoman forces reached Belgrade and were joined by Transylvanian and Hungarian armies. Meanwhile, Crimean Tatar troops reinforced the Ottoman army, outnumbering imperial troops near Vienna. Emperor Leopold fled Vienna with his court, while the city's defense relied on Count Ernst Rudiger von Starhemberg's 15,000 men. The main Ottoman army arrived at Vienna on July 14th, facing off against Starhemberg's forces. King John III Sobieski of Poland organized a relief expedition, departing from Krakow on August 15, 1683. The Lithuanian army, delayed by campaigns in the Hungarian highlands, arrived in Vienna after the city had been relieved. During the siege of Vienna, a relief army composed of Poles and imperial forces rushed to prepare a response within 6 days. Effective leadership centered around the Polish king, and his heavy cavalry was established despite the multinational composition of the army. The relief army signaled their arrival on the Kahlenberg above Vienna with bonfires, while Jerzy Franciszek Kulczycki successfully infiltrated Turkish forces to inform the relief troops of the joint attack plan. The Battle of Vienna in 1683 was a sprawling conflict that unfolded with strategic maneuvering and decisive engagements. It commenced with the Ottoman army's pre-dawn assault aimed at disrupting the Holy League's deployment. As the Germans, under Charles of Lorraine, countered, heavy fighting erupted, particularly around fortified villages like Neusdorf and Heiligenstadt. Despite Ottoman counterattacks, the imperial forces gained ground, inflicting significant casualties by midday. Simultaneously, Cantacuzino and his clandestine Christian supporters sought to sabotage the Ottoman siege, including abandoning defensive positions like the bridge over the Danube at Brigittenau Island. This move aimed to expose the Ottoman left flank, complicating their operations. The momentum shifted further with the arrival of Polish infantry on the battlefield. They engaged the Ottoman right flank, adding pressure on already strained Ottoman forces. Meanwhile, the Holy League forces, sensing an opportunity, intensified their offensive. The German forces, after facing initial resistance, gradually advanced, encroaching upon the central Ottoman position known as the Türkenschanze. At a crucial juncture, the Polish cavalry, led by King John III Sobieski, and including the legendary winged hussars, launched a monumental charge. This cavalry assault, hailed as the largest in history, shattered Ottoman lines and sent shockwaves through their ranks. The Poles' successful penetration of the Türkenschanze threatened the Ottoman command structure, prompting a retreat. As the Ottoman forces began to withdraw, the Holy League cavalry pursued, further disorienting and demoralizing them. The Viennese garrison also joined the fray, amplifying the pressure on the retreating Ottomans. Exhausted and overwhelmed by the relentless assault, the Ottoman forces succumbed to the Holy League's coordinated attacks. Within hours of the decisive cavalry charge, victory was secured and Vienna was defended. The triumphant entry of Catholic officers into the city, notably Louis William, Margrave of Baden-Baden, marked the turning point.